what if we clicked on the block for as many hours as possible? It was certainly a stretch, but up to this point, we had only clicked on the block for no more than 5 minutes at a time. But somehow, against all odds, this idea worked. After clicking on the block for 2.5 hours straight, we were able to open a menu to claim the first ever set of Kudra relics in all of Skyblock. And this was only the first of multiple different items we would obtain, because shortly after, one of the hunters who played Pogo Duck brought his relic to the archaeologist. And in return, the archaeologist rewarded him with the first ever pair of Kudra follower leggings. Then immediately after this, I did the same thing and got edition 2 of the leggings. And since there was a full set bonus, it was now a race against others to see who could get the earliest editions for the following 3 armor pieces, and you'll see how this plays out as the video progresses. Despite all this though, there was a small problem. We would have to do the impossible. Time travel. Now, time travel is typically a tremendously difficult task, but luckily in this case we weren't left empty-handed. If you head just over 100 blocks from the Lore Master, you can find these 3 mage NPCs. They talk about a strange disturbance on the nearby island and how it might have to do with time travel. And there were 2 to see. When the Crimson Isle was released, a strange particle was added to the top of the mountain in the hub. Now, this may seem out of the ordinary, but I can prove to you that this is related to time travel. Look, I have this item called a journal entry, which precisely explains the lore of Skyblock. The entry known as the Follower talks about this magical breach. Through it, and even if you were going to, how would you do it? For about 11 whole days straight, and beforehand, and they weren't there. It's like they had just magically shown up. So why would they be here now if they weren't there before? Well, let's start with their dialogue. Have I met you before? I'm getting some deja vu, which was a pretty weird response for an NPC who we had not met up to that point. Now, the future version of the Lore Master told us they collected tons of Magna Cream and Netherrack in the past. As a result, while they were there, we tried giving them all sorts of combinations of both items, as well as items related to them, but they just kept feeling deja vu. I said while they were there, because 2 hours surprise, less than 13 hours later, they vanished. Right in front of us. And it wasn't just that, nearly all of the netherwort behind him was gone too, which was strange. But then 24, so it seemed like the netherwort was some kind of indicator for when the Lore Master would reappear, and over the next week we kept track of its growth, so that by the time they did show up a week later, this happened.
Oh!
Have I met you before? I'm getting some deja vu.
Hey guys, have we tried bringing a Sea Emperor to Jake?
Okay, dude. Wait, I got it. Too bad you didn't put in the effort to collect them yourself. Wait, I have to collect these myself? Huh? Even after presenting them with an entire inventory of enchanted magma cream and netherrack, it still wasn't enough. The Lore Master did have we didn't have the amount of resources exact same as before. Now, remember that Pogo Duck guy from earlier in the video and how he got the first pair of Kudra follower leggings and I got the second? Well, both him and I wanted to get edition 1 for this armor piece. We didn't have any ideas left other than increasing our collections further, and since nobody was willing to
Hả? Giờ này nè. Ở đó. Hả? Hả? Hả?เดี๋ยวกูไม่ควรมาอยู่ที่แบบนี้เดี๋ยวกูไม่ควรมาอยู่ในที่แบบนี้ดิเดี๋ยวเกิดอะไรขึ้นมันเกิดอะไรขึ้นเดี๋ยวมีซูมมีจอยเดี๋ยวไฟเดี๋ยวไอ้เหี้ยมิ่งไม่หมดเดี๋ยวไอ้นี่มันไม่ใช่นี่เดี๋ยวน้ำดาวเทนชินหายไปโอ้เหี้ยเลย วัดเดี๋ยวโอ้โห